Imagine buying an SUV that outlives your expectations not just in mileage, but in peace of mind. No constant repairs, no mystery check engine lights, just an engine that keeps humming through snow, traffic, and time itself. Sounds like a unicorn, right? But according to Consumer Reports and thousands of long-term owners, these unicorns do exist. In today's video, we're diving into the SUVs with engines so reliable, they've practically become legends. We're talking 200,000 miles, easy, and still running like they just rolled off the lot. Let's get into the machines that refuse to quit. Toyota 4Runner, years, 2005, 2015. Picture this. A mid-size SUV with a rugged reputation and a 4.0 high-liter V6 that's been powering owners past 250,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Consumer Reports consistently rates the 4Runner high on long-term dependability, and for good reason. Owners report minimal major repairs, no transmission woes, no head gasket nightmares, just routine water pumps and brakes. I've seen one example still hauling family gear through the Rockies at 300,000 miles. Coolant changes and timing belt services faithfully documented, nothing else. Why does it last? Because Toyota engineered simplicity and overbuilt key parts. The powertrain isn't tricked out with fancy tech, but that's exactly the point. Fewer complex components means fewer things to go wrong. Inside, it's not luxury car plush, but that utilitarian build means no rattles or failing electrics years down the road. On resale, the 4Runner holds its value incredibly well. Hillside dusty or showroom fresh, they still command strong prices. If your goal is longevity and reliability that laughs in the face of high mileage, the 4Runner from 2005 to 2015 stands out like a fortress on wheels. All right, let's keep the momentum going with another SUV legend. Toyota Highlander, years, 2011 to 2016. Now here's an SUV that balances family comfort with near-mythical engine reliability, the Toyota Highlander, particularly from 2011 to 2016. Under the hood, you'll find Toyota's famous 3.5-liter V6, the same engine used across Lexus and Toyota's most reliable models. This thing is practically indestructible. Consumer Reports consistently gives it top marks for long-term durability, and it's common to find owners clocking well over 200,000 miles with no major engine or transmission work. One Highlander owner on a forum put it like this: 3 kids, 2 dogs, 1 cross-country move, and it still drives like the day I bought it. Inside, it's spacious without feeling bulky, and the ride is smooth enough for road trips but still tight in the corners. Plus, the interior build quality holds up shockingly well. No squeaks, no sagging headliners, no broken trim after a decade of use. It gets around 21 miles per gallon combined, which isn't bad for a V6-powered 3-row SUV. If you need something to haul the family, stay out of the shop, and hold its value, the Highlander is the long game move. Let's dive into one of those underrated gems that deserves way more love. Mazda CX9, years, 2010 to 2015. Here's one you probably didn't expect: the Mazda CX9 from 2010 to 2015. It's the SUV people often overlook, but it's quietly been racking up miles with a surprising amount of grace. The key is its 3.7-liter V6 engine, a Ford-derived powertrain that's actually proven to be extremely durable when properly maintained. Consumer Reports shows solid long-term reliability for these years, especially with regular fluid changes and a watchful eye on suspension wear. Owners on forums often share stories of CX9's second cruising well past 200,000 miles, still shifting smoothly and pulling hard on highway climbs. What makes it stand out isn't just the engine, it's the driving feel. This SUV handles more like a tall sports wagon than a lumbering family hauler. The steering is tight, the ride is confident, and the interior, while not flashy, is well put together with supportive seats and a quiet cabin. It gets about 18 miles per gallon combined, which isn't spectacular, but the blend of comfort, performance, and reliability makes it a sleeper hit. If you want something that lasts and actually feels good to drive, the CX9 is a smart pick hiding in plain sight. Alright, keeping with the theme of under-the-radar reliability champions, this next one flies way below most shoppers' radars, but the engine is a total workhorse. Acura MDX, years, 2007 to 2013. The Acura MDX from 2007 to 2013 is like that quiet coworker who just shows up, gets the job done, and never complains. Built on Honda's rock-solid engineering base, It comes with a 3.7-liter V6 engine that's proven to be exceptionally tough over the long haul. We're talking well into the 200,000-mile club with minimal fuss. And that's not a fluke. Consumer Reports show strong reliability ratings through these years, especially on powertrain and electrical systems, which can be major pain points in other luxury SUVs. Sure, it's got some tech that's a little dated now, but the build quality holds up incredibly well. The seats stay supportive, the cabin materials don't flake or rattle, and it's packed with features like tri-zone climate control and all-wheel drive that actually feels confidence-inspiring in snow or rain. The MDX also strikes a nice balance between comfort and agility. It drives more like a sports sedan than a bulky 3-row SUV. And here's the kicker. Used prices are shockingly reasonable for what you're getting. If you want a luxury badge with an engine that doesn't quit and maintenance costs that won't empty your wallet, this forgotten Acura is a brilliant buy. Which one of these SUVs would you trust on a cross-country trip, or maybe just to survive Monday traffic? Drop your pick and tell us what city you're watching from. We love seeing how far this community stretches. Let's wrap our Forgotten Hero segment with an SUV that's rugged, reliable, and criminally underrated. Mitsubishi Outlander. Years: 2010 to 2013. V6 models only. Yep, the Mitsubishi Outlander, and no, that's not a typo. Specifically, the V6 version from 2010 to 2013. It might not win beauty contests or be the flashiest on the road, but this little workhorse is shockingly tough. The 3.0-liter V6, paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission, has quietly built a reputation for being dead reliable. In fact, it's the 4-cylinder CVT models that gave the Outlander a bad rap, but the V6? That's the one mechanics tip their hat to. Owners report well over 200,000 miles with basic maintenance oil, filters, maybe a belt or two, and little else. It's also one of the few smaller SUVs in its class, with available third-row seating and decent towing capability. Fuel economy comes in around 22 miles per gallon combined, which isn't bad for a V6 with all-wheel drive. Plus, since these fly under the radar, you can usually snag one for well under $10,000, which is a steal for what you're getting. As one owner on Reddit put it, boring? Sure, but I haven't touched the engine in 5 years and I drive it daily. If you want affordable reliability that nobody sees coming, the Outlander V6 is a true underdog worth watching. Here comes another ironclad pick that keeps proving its worth year after year. Subaru Forester. Years: 2012 to 2016. Non-turbo models. The Subaru Forester might seem like your neighbor's grocery getter, but from 2012 to 2016, especially in the non-turbo models, it's quietly built a name for itself as one of the most durable small SUVs out there. The naturally aspirated 2.5-liter boxer engine may not win drag races, but it'll get you through snow, mud, and long commutes with zero drama for hundreds of thousands of miles. Consumer Reports gave this generation solid marks for engine and transmission reliability, and owners consistently report high-mileage Foresters with original engines and minimal mechanical issues, especially those that have avoided the turbo. The all-wheel drive system is Subaru's trademark, and it's surprisingly advanced for the price point. Inside, it's simple and utilitarian, but that's part of the charm. Nothing fancy to break, just good materials that hold up over time. Gas mileage is strong too, hovering around 26 to 28 miles per gallon combined, depending on the year and trim. If you want a no-nonsense SUV that can take a beating and keep on climbing, the Forester is one of the most underrated contenders in the never-ending engine club. You want luxury, off-road grit, and an engine that'll outlive your mortgage? This next SUV checks all those boxes and then some. Lexus GX 460. Years: 2010 to 2015. If there's one SUV that feels like it was carved from a solid block of reliability, it's the Lexus GX 460 from 2010 to 2015. This is basically a luxury tank built on the same platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado and powered by a 4.6-liter V8 engine that's become legendary for its longevity. We're talking well over 300,000 miles with nothing more than scheduled maintenance. Consumer Reports praises its long-term dependability, and owners are borderline fanatical about how well these things hold up. One GX driver summed it up perfectly. It's the only SUV I'd trust to drive through a snowstorm, a desert, and back to work the next morning without a hiccup. The interior is classic Lexus, understated luxury, top-notch materials, and a level of comfort that still feels premium even a decade later. Sure, the fuel economy is a little thirsty, at around 16 miles per gallon combined, but when your engine lasts that long, it almost feels like a fair trade. If you want old-school SUV toughness wrapped in quiet luxury, the GX 460 is your forever vehicle. Let's keep it rolling with another long-lasting beast that rarely gets the spotlight it deserves. Chevrolet Tahoe, years 2007 to 2014. Here's an SUV that was built to work and keep working. The Chevrolet Tahoe from 2007 to 2014. Under the hood, you'll find the rock-solid 5.3-liter V8 engine, part of GM's legendary small block family. This thing is so durable. It's been used in everything from police fleets to fire departments to daily drivers pulling trailers up steep grades, and still ends up on the road with over 300,000 miles. Consumer Reports and J.D. Power both note high marks for powertrain longevity, especially in the two-wheel drive models with regular maintenance. Yes, it's a big vehicle, and fuel economy hovers around 15 to 17 miles per gallon combined. But if you need space, muscle, and a drivetrain that shrugs off time, this is it. The interior isn't high-tech by today's standards, but it's durable, roomy, and can carry up to 9 passengers depending on configuration. And with the used market offering these for well under $20,000 in decent shape, the Tahoe remains a serious value for buyers who want size and strength without luxury price tags. If you're after a full-size SUV that doesn't know when to quit, this one deserves a long look. All right, next up is a compact SUV that's been quietly clocking high mileage like it's no big deal. Ford Escape, years 200 to 2012, V6 models. Now, don't roll your eyes. The Ford Escape from 2009 to 2012, specifically with the 3.0-liter V6, is one of the most overlooked reliability plays out there. Most folks remember the Escape for its later turbocharged models or the CVT woes in hybrids, but this generation's V6 with the conventional 6-speed automatic is a completely different story. Consumer Reports shows solid marks for the powertrain during these years, and owners frequently report hitting 200,000 miles with just basic maintenance. The engine itself, a tried-and-true Duratec V6, isn't flashy, but it's robust, responsive, and simple enough to avoid big repair bills. It's got enough punch to tow small trailers and pass semis without a sweat, yet still delivers around 21 miles per gallon combined. The cabin? Not glamorous, but everything's in the right place, and the materials hold up surprisingly well over time. Plus, with used prices often below $8,000, it's one of the best bang-for-your-buck choices if you're chasing long-term value. If you want a smaller SUV with big-time endurance, the V6 Escape might just be your secret weapon. These SUVs don't just move, they endure. From overlooked gems to proven legends, each one brings the kind of engine reliability that turns skeptics into believers. Whether you're racking up highway miles, hauling the family, or just want peace of mind every time you turn the key, these picks deliver where it matters most. If you're into smart used car buying, dependable rides, and saving money in the long run, you're in the right place. Check out our other videos for more expert-backed picks, cars to avoid, and the best values hiding in today's used market. Hit that subscribe button and keep your garage and your wallet happy.